Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've done my YouTube money update, but here you're looking at it here. You can see I added a balance for October and November because I didn't make a video for the October payout. And you can see here the year to date, just how where I started with essentially $140 in there after the first payout, and then it grew, grew a little bit more, went down, grew a little bit more, raised in October. Yeah, pretty much stayed the same through November, went down in December, and then now it went down a little bit more in December. So I put my money in there. Right now, year to date, I'm at $1792.89 in that YouTube account, which honestly, for doing the little side videos that I do that really don't take a ton of time out of my life to do, I'm just using the stuff that I have in my life to do reviews and car content here. It makes it pretty easy to essentially do that. So you can see here how much everything's gained. S&P 500, you've seen at least the last 5 years now looking back, and this is where most of my money is in all my other accounts here, but it's always a good bet. When you put money into the S&P 500, like these iShares here, IVE and IVW, I haven't put anything into IVV in this account yet, just because I just haven't had that much money to put in there. But you're looking at how much money I've made. It's not a ton of money here. You're looking at the total gain and loss. NVIDIA's really been carrying this account as it has been in my other accounts here. But, you look at IVW, IVE, you're always going to see a gain with those throughout the year. And that is seen even in the year to date with the S&P 500. It's always going to grow. So if you bet on those funds that have the S&P 500 companies in them, then you're basically always going to do good. I mean, look at the 1 year, look at the 5 year, look at that growth. Now, granted, that's with a COVID drop in there, but you even take the COVID drop out, and there's always growth in the S&P 500. So I did put a little bit of money this last time here into Berkshire Hathaway B. I figured if Warren Buffett feels comfortable with Berkshire Hathaway B, then you really should have a little bit of money in that account. I don't have a ton in there, but it's more than enough. IVW, IVE, those two take up a large portion of my account here. And it should also be noted that they pay dividends, which is awesome. NVIDIA pays a dividend. Berkshire Hathaway B, I believe, pays a dividend. So you can't go wrong when you also invest. If you're not investing in S&P 500 funds, any ETFs, then you invest in companies that you receive a dividend with. Now, of course, right there, I'm not going to receive anything from an NVIDIA dividend with this small of an account. But once you gain your money up and you continue to put money in, and now you own 100 or 200 shares in a company, or like an IVV or IVW, now you're making money off those dividends. So you can make an extra $500,000, $2,000 a year. And I'm talking for the average layman like myself, not the super rich. So, it's nice to see essentially here a gain. It is really nice to see a gain based off of dividends as well. But I'm curious to see here on this YouTube portfolio how the next year is going to go, and what I'm going to see going into the future with this YouTube portfolio. And again, we're not talking about a boatload of money here by any means. So I'm not going to be putting all of my money into a safe fund like an IVV, IVW, or IVE. I'm going to throw it around and kind of see what happens to the different accounts, the different portfolio items. This is more of a fun portfolio item than it is like saving for my retirement. I may eventually take money out on this to help with a down payment on a house. I may use it for a child's college fund. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it is going to go for some sort of useful item, whether it is the house or another house, I should say, or college education, or if we have medical bills, something like that. It's basically money in the back pocket if you ever need to use it, which is great. But it's interesting to see as my channel slowly grows here, and my money per month has been staying roughly the same, right around that $220 to $250 number per month, which honestly I post a video about every day. For the little amount of work that I have to do YouTube, and I love doing it too. I love making the car content, and I'm financially able to be in a position where I have multiple cars and I'm able to do it. Now, this isn't paying for any of the cars by any means, and I don't want it to, but it's nice to be able to use that material stuff to make money off of it, which is great. You're slowly offsetting some of those costs. And now as my YouTube account continues to grow and build more money, this will just compound more and more and more. So it's nice to see that, in a normal year, I should be able to make around $2,500, and that will just help this account grow and grow and grow even more. At the end of the day, especially in today's world, if you're able to make any sort of extra money per month, especially if it isn't hard work and you're able to use all the tools you have at your disposal, then any money is good money. And that is the way I like to look at it, especially if you're able to save money, even if it's an extra $10 a week, $10 a day, $10 a month. It doesn't matter. Any money that you can save is better than no money. And, nothing has really changed too much in my portfolio here. If you look at NVIDIA, I still say that's a strong buy. Of course, any sort of these iShares are great. You cannot go wrong. Just dollar cost average into it. Just keep buying into those ETFs. And Berkshire Hathaway B, I'll probably get that up to about $1,000 and call it good, I'm thinking. You look at the 52-week range here. A lot of these are at their highs. IVE is not. But my goal right now is to get all of these up to, especially Berkshire, up to 1,000. Leave them at 1,000 and see what happens. And that's kind of my goal going forward here. I am going to slowly buy other stocks as well. And then eventually, if I get 10 in here, my goal is to have them at $1,000 a piece, see which ones are performing great, see which ones aren't performing, and go from there. But that's ultimately the true goal of this account, is just to have some fun with it. Still invest in safe ETFs or funds or stocks. Just make sure it's safe. And that's essentially my goal with this. I'm not going out of my way to find a new tech stock or a new healthcare stock that is brand new and nobody knows what's going to do. I'm going to invest in companies that are here and will be here for another 50 years. So that's it for my YouTube update here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.